Alright guys, so this is gonna be my private world, right? Um, and it is slightly modded, but only some quality of life things, like the Blueprint Designer Plus, which just makes bigger blueprints. But they're pretty ahead of the game. Right now I'm only on tier 7? No. Pretty sure I'm on tier 6. Pretty sure I'm not on 7 yet. Not sure. Um, got some modular load balancers, which just makes it easier to load balance, even though I prefer overflow, so I won't be using this much. A fluid awesome sync, right? It's not that bad. Here we've got a fast forward, and I only put that for when I want to test out like if it's stable or if it's working quickly. Like I recently used it to test if my coal generator was okay, right? And I also made it so that and I also used it once really early game before even my starter base so that I wouldn't have to AFK for as long because I didn't want to make that big of a factory and I didn't really feel like auto doing it. So the item dispenser, so basically I don't know what this is, and that's the industrial version. I'm only gonna be using this one for the time being, and it's basically you can set and you put items into the back with your conveyor belt. They come out here, and once you configure it, you can make it so that you will. So whenever you click on it, it will give you like you can set a max amount of that item you want in your inventory at a time, and you can just go right by it and click on it, and if you're above it, if you're above like the number you set, it won't add anything, and if you're lower, it'll fill it up it'll fill up your inventory to the exact number, right? And the item hopper, it's just like it takes away stuff and puts it out through a belt in the back. Like you can set it so that like maybe it would be like you could put power slugs, put a and like a bunch of other stuff like leaves or something, or like alien Kara pieces or something. Put a smart splitter. You can put one way to a power shard kind of thing, so that it makes the power shards from the slugs. That you can make one behind it with a smart splitter, or you can just put it all into an awesome sink or maybe a storage container. So that's all the mods I have here. Alright, so let's just start up the game. Hello guys, this is going to be the first episode of Alex's world. So the last thing I did in this world was set up a hypertube to go all the way to the oasis kind of so that I could start up my beginner oil production. But it is much too short and I don't think I'm exactly ready for it right now. Let's see here. So let me just give you a tour of my base. So here is where we've got our factory. This is my starter factory, right? Space elevator there. Currently on phase 3, working towards it. Over that way is my steel and power production. However, that will be later in the tour. Over that way, everything that way is outdated, right? Just forget everything you see on the mini map on the top. Anyways, Sorry for the pause there. If we go this way, let's go this way first. So we've got all our extractors, right? I brought some deuterium over from there and some sulfur. It'll go into the base. The deuterium goes in here into the storage crate, into the smelter, into the constructor. Basic stuff. Goes into here. Little bit of clipping goes this way. My factory inside is a bit of spaghetti. Goes up to the storage room. Anyways, let's go this way. We've got our starter iron set up here, right? Goes into some iron rods and plates. We have some of it goes this way into screws, and the rest of it goes in that way into screws. Goes that way. Here is a larger plate setup that I for some reason am not using. Don't know why that is, but I'll fix that later, I guess. So here we got the screws. Most of this factory is based on the overflow system. Screws go this way. That's cool. Goes up this way. Up in with some clipping. Thank goodness for that. I don't really have that much of a problem, but I do like to stay at least a little bit organized with clipping. So we did that, right? Goes up to the storage room like almost every conveyor elevator. Here we have some rotors that go up. My steel plates are coming down from here. Don't know why. Oh, that's probably what those oh, that's what this is for? Oh, I gotta clean up my factory. I don't even know how this place works. Anyways, let's go back out to the front door. I have to hop over a copper line. So, first, we got a little primitive elevator. Don't mind that. Goes up there. Here, we've got the thing I just showed you. Let's go up to floor. I don't even need to do anything. Floor 2. This is my very efficient reinforced iron plate factory. The copper ore that you saw was clipping outside goes up to here into these four smelters. Goes up into here to 6 assemblers. I mean constructors. Then goes up to gets some plates from another place, I believe. Don't exactly remember where that's from. Oh yeah, that's later down the tour. So we've got the copper here, right? And it goes into here to one floor of assemblers, gets sent up, merged into on its way to my storage room through there. If you would direct your attention to, hold on. If you would direct your attention to this other floor that I have just built, this is where the other things are. It's all stationary because I've been working on some other projects recently. Just take those. I haven't really done anything with mods so far. It's really just been, you know, I haven't really done anything with them. Let's see here. Alright, so that's this floor, right? And if we go back to here, let's go to floor number 2. If you go here, this is the, what are these called? I forget a lot of things. Copper sheet factory that goes to here and this way up to the storage room. This is where all of my main storage room stuff is for now. Remember the sulfur I mentioned earlier? It comes down here. Not proud of it. Not proud of that clipping at all. But it happens, right? And it makes the black powder, which goes into here, and some steel pipes from a setup that is outdated, I believe. Whoopsie daisies. So that won't be working anymore, but don't worry, it's just a temporary thing. I got a storage bin filled up with them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If I go through here to this door, this is the thing I showed you earlier with the little walkway. We'll go back in. Ah, it hurts. Just rubbing it. Anyways, let's go to floor 3. Before we move on to the hub and others, let's go here. This is my hub. Before, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my sister. If you go up into here, I wanted to close that just in case. We've got all of this, and I made a little decoration. I cheated that in, but I don't really do anything with it, so it doesn't really matter. We got Thomas here. He's one of my other friends in real life. So it doesn't, and this is meant to be the world where me and Ryan played in, and we thought maybe Thomas could join, but he said he didn't want to. So to do that, to remember him, I put his name here on one of the lizard dogs. Over here, I put Wyoming. Pretty standard name. Wow, you already found something. Put it up here. Some pretty standard name. First thing I could think of when I was making it. Anyways, that's them. They got a pretty good view. If you go back into this hallway, and go this way. This is my storage room. It has not been fashioned with those. Where are they? It has not been fashioned with the item dispensers and hoppers, but it works. It works. This is just goes from right here. Let's check out what's here. Oh, this is my kind of permanent, but not really iron plate setup. This line right here. Remember the line back from the there is a line right back that was from the big reinforced iron plate factory that came out through the sky with all the plates. That's where that goes, and also to my storage room. That's cool. I'll take those. Trash these. I did get an inventory mod, but it doesn't really matter. It's not that much of a cheat. I know I've been saying that a lot, but it's really not. I mean, it's just quality of life. You don't want to go back and forth, especially when you're making stuff like all the way over here, and I have to walk that far because I hadn't unlocked hypertubes at the time. Over here was my temporary lizard doggo house. This is where I tried to store that dude, but he kept escaping somehow. Anyways, let's go to our hub now. La-di-da-di-da. Let's just go here. And over here, excuse me. Over here, we have our hub, the sulfur that went to the weapons factory. Pretty standard hub. We've got all of this. Anyways, here's my ma'am. We've got all this stuff. I hadn't started on the holiday event at the time of recording this, but I didn't really need to. And sulfur, we did the thing, right? Blah 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 blah. In the quartz, we did the thing, blah 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 blah. Power slugs, mycelia, right? All this. I did the caterium so I could get the power switches and the smart splitters, the alien organisms to get heck. The inhalers and stuff. I'm gonna be going on one of these soon in a future episode. Here we've got some like valuables that can't really be automated. Here we've got just some random stuff that can't be automated. And this is just junk. Here we've got the shop, workshop, craft bench, the weapons factory. We'll go back up. And what's up here? Yeah. Let's go up there just to see what that is, because I forgot. What's up here? Oh, here's just a viewing port. Here is my hub. Here is the plates I was talking to you about earlier. And if we go down here to here, this is, I don't know what this is. It's just a wire factory, I guess. Pretty sure this goes to my storage room. Yeah, it goes to my storage room right there. I will be retrofitting that later. Got some lights here. Make it all bright and shiny. And then this way, to end off the tour of the starter base, we've got the stuff I showed you in the intro and our blueprint designer. If you would like to see the blueprints, here. Whoops. Here are all my blueprints. I got some coal generators, foundries, a row of assemblers, a row of constructors, a row of foundries, which was a mistake. A row of smelters and steel beams, 60 per minute. Oh, this is just this is some signs I made for something that's old. It's outdated. Sorry for that. I had an itch. Mic. Anyways, if we go over this way, there's nothing really over there, so there's no reason to go through this. If we go this way, there is nothing over there either, except just some miners, which go down this way, and I will show you where that is next. If you go down to here, let's just go this way. If we go all the way up here, editor, speed this up and put some funny music. And here we are. This is my steel factory, making the encased industrial beams, steel beams, and steel pipes. Under this is the coal plant, but I'll show you that later. That's strange. So here we've got all the iron going into here. Starts to go into this foundry design I made with the blueprints. Over here, these are the steel ingots. Wait, no, they're not. Are they? Oh yeah. So this is the steel pipes. Overflow goes this way into the steel beams setup to make all the steel beams, right? They go this way, steel beams go that way. Have going to here to make the encased industrial beams. And that concludes our tour of the base. Right here is just where I made something, thought it looked cool, and I will be retrofitting this factory with walls and decorations as such, but not right now, because this was actually the last thing I worked on before I attempted to become a YouTuber. Wow, my mic sucks. Didn't even have to check it. It's just thing I came into while making the channel trailer. Anyways, let's go down here. That is all the coal that went to, you know, the thing. Here is my current power graph. We've got 1,800 megawatts for a capacity, right? Here is my coal power plant. As you can see, they are all working. This is where all the water is. And that is about it. sure. That I got from Satisfactory Calculator. And I just went there, right? Actually, I'm pretty sure. No, I didn't go there because then the map would be revealed. What I did was, am I going? I'm going that way, yeah. So what I did, I went on a Satisfactory Calculator to look for a node, but I didn't really need anything permanent, so I just looked around a little bit and I found like 2 or 3, maybe 4 of the things, like the little things you can find on the ground of quartz, you know, like I found some of those, right? And did that. I got them all, and I did some of the research to get the Blade Runners. And that is the story of my base. Ta-da! Goodbye. Subscribe and like the video, guys. It'll be very cool. And that is about it. Thank you, guys, and good night. Hey, quick editor's note here. Sorry for the really bad quality gameplay. Not gameplay, like bad quality, like graphics for the game. It looks really low resolution, and that's just because I actually had to crop most of the image out, since on my actual recording, not for my screen, but my recording, it was in the corner and there was just a black bar on one of the sides and one at the bottom. So I had to edit that out real quick. I probably will get this fixed by next episode. But as of now, no. Sorry. And if anyone watches this video, since it's like my second video and they know how to solve this problem, please leave it in the comments. When I first discovered it was when I started downloading mods. So that's that. Farewell. Good night.